We started out with what we thought was a simple question. We talked to 13 people. Some were friends, some were family, and a few strangers. They were young, old, and everywhere in between. In the end, we may have wound up with more questions than answers, but we learned a lot when we simply asked, "Are you happy?"
I am very happy.
Yeah.
I am happy. I'm more than happy, I'm joyful.
Yeah.
I live in New Jersey, the happiest place on earth.
Sure.
Yes.
What is happy? You know, what is really happiness?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm real happy.
I have found the secret to being happy, and I think that alone is a great blessing.
I am happy. I just ate at the Golden Corral, so I'm happy and disgusted with myself at the same time.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not happy like picking leaves off a tree. Terrible.
I'm happy as can be.
Well, because happiness is not having what you want, but wanting what you have. So if I ask myself, do I want what I have? The answer is yes. So based on that, I'd say I'm happy.
Having my braces off, that'd make me happier. Maybe being a little taller.
I lost like 10 more pounds. I'd love to lose 10 more pounds.
The only thing that's wrong with me is I have two arthritic knees that can be taken care of easily.
I'm all woman now.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
That's great.
But I'm a kick-ass woman.
I have a good life. I have good parents and good friends.
Material things come and go, and the only thing that really is lasting is your family and your friends.
And I have people who love me, so that helps a lot.
Because I had like a lot of fun, and I became really close to my friends, and it was like just a really good time in my life.
I look at my life as being like a beautiful tapestry, and you know, the people that have been in and out of my life are like these beautiful vibrant threads, like royal blue and magenta and gold, and it's just made this beautiful tapestry that I call my life.
But, you know, I have a pretty good life. I have a nice house and a good job and good family and friends, not much to complain about.
And my work. I love my work. I love what I do, and I love learning about what I do and about people, and I have great passion for what I do.
I'm doing what I love, and it's not about me, it's about other people.
I have a job I love, and that alone is a great blessing at my age. You know, just to be able to go to work every day with the people that are just so pleasant to be with, and then all the folks that I've met.
I have a job that gives me summers off.
And I worked for Liberty Mutual for the past, 15 years? Unfortunately.
And I work a lot. So that's the stressful stuff is not happy, but
Been at Taco Bell's for almost 8.5 years. I like it, but it's time for me to move on.
And if I could live on a beach, that would make me happier.
I think that if I lived closer to a beach, like a really cool beach, I would be happier.
The happiest time in my life was when I was in Hawaii, because it was Hawaii. I swam with the dolphins in Hawaii. That was it was a really happy day.
Probably one of the times I've been on vacation with my lovely wife, just having fun for weeks at a time.
Probably the day I was married. You know, I was really was very happy to marry someone I loved, who loved me back.
it was when I first met my husband, and we first got married, and that was like probably the happiest time of my life.
My husband, who is like the love of my life, and right now makes dinner for me every night, which is a really good thing.
Recently divorced.
My husband makes me laugh because he's a moron.
I guess what would make me unhappy is if I lost my husband or one of my children. That would be really hard.
A vicious beating?
Oh, anytime you want to spar with me, don't worry, I won't care.
If I was destitute, homeless, or unhealthy, or terminally ill, or if one of my kids were, that would make me pretty unhappy, I'd say.
I have a son who's 9, who's in foster care now.
Yeah, anything catastrophic with my family would make me very unhappy.
Anything make me unhappy if me and David were never together again, because I love him very much. He's been through hell with me, and back.
Well, my family is gone. I seem to have lost my family because of all the years being in foster care. From the age of 4 till I hit 18, I went through 33 foster care.
Well, there are a lot of things that make me unhappy. The biggest thing I think losing anybody in my family would be devastating. It would make me super unhappy. Anything happening to my kids or my husband or my sister, brother, parents, nieces, nephew and niece, the little ones too. So that would be awful. That would make me super unhappy.
I was very close to my dad, and he was close to me. And we didn't see each other after like 35 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my dad just passed away last Christmas.
I was married for, 52 years before my husband died, and although that was a sad time, it was something that, we were all given the grace to just kind of accept and do what we had to do. One of my sons put it very well. When my husband died, he said, we have no unresolved issues. We end every conversation with "I love you," and we sent him off in peace. And that's about as much as we can do for anybody that we love.
Kissing and hugging make me really happy.
When I was young and had a girlfriend, we ran out into the middle of the woods to have sex. Until a skunk came along.
When the kids were born, probably Wilson, if I had to choose one, only because he was first. So, like, your whole life changes literally in an instant.
I remember being the happiest of my life was when my son was born. And the first few months of being a mom were super awesome.
I think the happiest times when I had my babies, there was just such a nice bond, with a new baby.
If I ever got pregnant, that would be disastrous for me. I might go over the cliff.
Oh, my kids are 4 and...
Your kid isn't 4.
Jeez. My son is 3 years, and my daughter is about 6 months old. And they sleep okay, so that makes me happy.
Well, sometimes I'm just really stressed out. I have 2 little tiny kids.
No babies coming out of here ever.
More sleep would make me happier.
What would make you happier?
More sleep and more free time.
I am single and free. And I don't have kids.
The happiest part of my life has been since then, like being a dad to my kids. If that can be considered a part. It's 15 years now, so if I, especially if you had to narrow it down further, probably when they were younger. Not that it's bad now, but just because they were around more and needed me more, and we were, more
into you.
Yeah, they didn't realize yet how not cool I am.
And watching my kids become like real adults and follow their passions, it's all coming together. So I would say now is good, really good.
Probably in college when I had 0 responsibilities, but lots of time to just have fun.
Maybe more time with my family. I'm pretty busy right now, but I love it. So more of one means less of something else. But
I like hanging out with my family, and my extended family, because my cousins and stuff.
Because they come from a pretty big family, and I always wanted to bring them together, to come together. You know, someone like myself should never wander across the planet all by themselves or be abused the way, I was. So I always wanted to bring the family together, aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters, be a family.
I'm really learning a lot about my family of origin, even though I knew a lot about it, but I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to learn some things I'm learning now.
And then stayed home for 25 years just with my kids, and it was great. Life was very simple. We didn't have a whole lot of money, but I used to say to my kids, we're rich in everything but money.
I just lost that Powerball that was $500 million. That'd be nice.
I want to make a lot of money.
We didn't really have very much, but we didn't have to have very much, we just had each other.
Maybe just having more money so I could donate and stuff to make other people happier. And then making other people happier would make me happier.
We did some disaster relief work. We went to Africa and helped rebuild a hospital for a couple of weeks, and that opened my eyes. And then we got involved with the Open Door, and that's why I'm here. I want to love people who need help in tangible ways, and I try to fill their needs in tangible ways and do it with love and grace.
I try not to get down or sad, I love the Father.
I have a pretty strong faith, and I feel like I'm happy in part because of my faith life, because I try to have a good talk with God every morning before I start the day, and try to listen throughout the day and look for miracles and try to be positive.
Every morning when I get up, no matter what's going on in my life, I think of at least 3 things I'm grateful for. And like this morning, being Valentine's Day, I thought about how many opportunities I've been given to show love to the people that have come into my life, and I've been loved in return.
What I've found is happiness comes and goes depending on your circumstances, but joy comes from inside you.
I'm really a very contented person, and I know that alone is a wonderful gift.
You're as happy as you choose to be, so I guess it's only me holding me back. Wouldn't necessarily need anything from any circumstance to change or any, outside thing to make me happy. I just need to choose it.
Because I like being happy.
You do?
I'm happy as can be. La lately. And the little boy, little boy.